Greetings and welcome. In this session, we will discuss about types of flows in fluid mechanics, part 2.
So the next type of flow, in the types of flow, that is a fifth type, one dimensional, two dimensional, three dimensional flow. One, two, three dimensional flow. See, there are many examples of these three flows. First of all, mathematically how this flow is expressed, that we will see. One dimension means, see, we know that there are three dimensions in a coordinate system. Cartesian coordinate system we have discussed, that we use to show the diagram. Okay, so in a Cartesian coordinate system there are three axes: x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Along x-axis flow velocity we take, that is a u velocity. Along y-axis we take velocity, that is a v velocity, and along z-axis we take a velocity, that is w velocity. One dimensional flow means what? That flow equation is a function of one velocity. Means if you consider x direction, only x direction, other direction there is a zero velocity, or there is a no change in the velocity, there is a no change in the velocity. Okay, such flow is called as one dimensional flow. That flow may be flow of oil in a pipe, circular pipe. Okay, flow of blood through the arteries and veins, because these flows are having very slow velocity or low velocity. These flows can be laminar also. Okay, two dimensional flow means the flow in which there is a change in a parameter, okay, in x direction and in y direction also. So that is called as two dimensional flow. Means in that case u and v velocity will be present. Third velocity, that is w velocity, z direction, that velocity will be absent. Change in that velocity will be absent. So two dimensional flow will be where the flow in the case of river, there are two edges of the river, we call it as river bank. So when the water is flowing through the river, along the flow there is a one velocity. Also the water waves are striking to the both sides of the river bank at the edges. Okay, that's why we call such kind of flow as a two-dimensional flow. Now third type is a three-dimensional flow. Three-dimensional flow means example where cross-sectional area is changed. So such example I shown you in the practical also. In the pipe we use venturimeter as an apparatus to measure the discharge. Venturimeter construction, if you see, there is a change in a cross-section. Venturimeter has a first part of that venturimeter is a convergent type. Convergent type means where the diameter is decreased, then diameter is uniform, and then diameter is increased. So there are three sections of venturimeter. Okay, so convergent section, throat section and divergent section. So in this section when the flow is flowing, in that case what happens? There change in three direction take place in the velocity. So here velocity is a function of three directions, u, v, w. All the velocities are changing with respect to time. Such kind of flow is called as three-dimensional flow. So here, if you want to go with the mathematics, then for one-dimensional flow we write in this way: one-dimensional flow, 1-d. 1-d flow. Now this flow, in this case what happens? Velocity is function of time and one space coordinate. This is book description or definition, book definition. Okay, velocity is a function of time and one space coordinate. One coordinates. For example, here u is a function of x direction. U is a function of x direction. Okay, means what? Other velocities v, that is y direction, and w velocity in a z direction, these are 0. Okay, so these velocities, now here you can write here in the enclosed, that is u, v, w are velocities in x, y and z direction respectively. Okay, out of that only u velocity is present, other two velocities are upset. This is called as what? One dimensional flow. Example of such flow is what? Flow in a pipe, flow of liquid, flow of water, you say, flow of water in a pipe, circular pipe. Okay, two-dimensional flow, by the definition velocity is a function of time and two space coordinates. You can write this as it is, only change will be here, two space coordinates. Velocity is a function of time and two space coordinates. In a short I will write now, velocity is a function of time and two space coordinates. It means mathematically here u is a function of f, means f of function of is f of x, y, and v is a function of x, y. So here is a f1 function, here is f2 function. This is mathematical expression actually. Why f1 comes, why f2 comes, because for first direction we take f1, for other direction we take f2. Definitely one is a x direction velocity, other is a y direction velocity, but here velocity changes in both direction. Okay, it means what? W velocity is 0. W velocity is 0. Such kind of flow is what? Flow in a wide river. Flow of water in a wide river, or flow of water or flow of oil between two parallel plates, between two parallel plates. This flow is a two-dimensional flow. Suppose these are the two plates, okay, which are fixed plates, and here this is a flow which is taking place. This is what? Two-dimensional flow. Means in this case you can show in this way, along x direction and along y direction. In this way we can show. So here you show from the center so that there will be symmetry in this way. Y direction, and this is x direction. X direction flow velocity is u, y direction flow velocity is v. Okay, this is flow between two parallel plates. And 3D flow, three-dimensional flow. Three-dimensional flow. In this case, velocity is function of time and three space coordinates, x, y, z. Velocity is a function of time and three space coordinates. So here velocity is a function of three space coordinates. In this case, u will be equal to f1 x, y, z, v equal to f2 x, y, z, and w f3 third direction x, y, z. and here the flow is through, example is what, flow through converging and diverging pipe. Converging and diverging pipe means, better example is this is a pipe, okay. In that, here this is a convergent section, this is a throat section, and this is a divergent section. This is a flow which is taking place. This kind of flow is called as venturimeter apparatus. It is a discharge measurement device, venturimeter. In this case, the flow is a three-dimensional flow because of change in a cross section. This is venturimeter. Why it is used? To measure the discharge. How that we will see in that session. Okay, so next type of flow is rotational versus irrotational. In the name we get meaning rotational. Rotational means the flow in which fluid particles rotate about their own axis. Okay. Rotational means the fluid particle while are flowing along with the flow, they are rotating about their own axis. That kind of flow is called as rotational flow. Irrotational means the fluid particles are moving along the direction of flow, but about their own axis they are not rotating. Okay, that is called as irrotational flow. By the diagram, if you say, I will give here. First of all, rotational flow. Example, rotational flow means what? Fluid particle while moving along flow, they move about their own axis. Okay, fluid particle while moving one axis means mass center, CG. Example of this will be, suppose this is the body. Okay, normally in this case when the flow is flowing, so it happens in this kind of scenario. This is a body. You can take example this, I will give you, in a river, bridge is constructed across the river. Below the bridge there are columns. These columns are normally of shape. Their end surface is a curved surface. So water is striking to this surface and dividing in both sides. So here what happens? This flow is getting separated. So this flow is getting separated, and here what happens? This is a filament, you say, is passing in this way. This filament is passing in this way, and here in this case such kind of reverse flow currents are forming. These are called as eddy current. Eddies. Reverse flow occurs. So why this happens? Because this is here the flow is getting rotated. The fluid particles are getting rotated about their own mass. So that is why in this region the flow is rotational flow. Fluid particle rotates, rotational flow. While near the boundary the flow is irrotational. Near the boundary the flow is irrotational. Irrotational definition means not rotate. Do not rotate. Fluid particle while moving in the direction of flow do not rotate about mass center, about their mass center. I will give here example about clearing the thought. Irrotational flow means, if you take example of Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel means here I will show. Normally in the season of in a village, normally we used to see this. This is a structure which I am just showing for your understanding. See here, suppose these are what we call this, where we sit. What we call this? It is called as Ferris wheel. Normally in a mela, we used to see this. In the villages, we have seated in this, such kind of thing. Okay, I have just shown your idea or concept, not in a detail I have drawn. You can understand. If you see orientation of us, this is what me or yourself also. Orientation of us, we are moving along with this wheel in this fashion, in a rotation fashion, but we are not moving or we are not rotating about their own body. If it is the case, we can fall on the ground, but it doesn't happen. Okay, this is what definition of irrotational. Irrotation means flow is there of the fluid particle along the direction of a flow, but each particle is not rotating about their own mass. Okay, this is called as what? Irrotational flow. Example, Ferris wheel. Okay, in a two dimension, if I will show here this is a three-dimensional figure. While moving, suppose this is a path along which these are locations of fluid particles. See, all these are fluid particles. Okay, now these are moving. In this fashion. This is what? Direction of flow. In a circular fashion, these are moving, but these are not getting rotated about their own mass center. Everywhere, if you see, this orientation is same. Orientation is the same. This is called as irrotational flow. So these both are example of irrotational flow. Irrotational flow. Okay, and when rotational flow, in that case, this diagram we can draw in this way. I will show here small diagram for the this is a path. Say in this case, if you show, now you can understand. Here is the case diagram. You will see the difference. Orientation is same at all the places, but here if you see, while the flowing, this particle is moving about its own mass center also. Orientation of this face, what I have shown here, this is what case of rotational flow. Now this happens in case of washing machine. This kind of flow take place in case of washing machine, because you know that washing machine we use to rotate the clothes with the water. So inside the washing machine there is what at the center shaft, and the shaft has a drum. That drum rotates, along with them that water rotates. So inside that water rotates and fluid particle moves in this fashion. So in the washing machine the flow is rotational flow which occurs. Okay, understood the concept? Difference between rotational versus irrotational flow. So next type is a viscous flow and inviscid flow. Viscous flow and inviscid flow. Again the example I will show you here. This is a body, suppose streamline body. So here when the flow is taking place and we find this kind of scenario, okay, so again the concept occurs here, which so in this what happens here, region, here the flow, this is called as inviscid flow, and here the region, these are the different terms actually. This is called as BL. BL is currently, I will give only word, boundary layer. What is boundary layer? There is a separate unit, complete unit, total complete unit in the fifth unit is boundary layer. Okay, there we will see what is boundary layer. Boundary layer means what? There is a layer above which velocity is a full, below which velocity is low than the normal velocity or maximum velocity. That layer is called as boundary layer. So here is a region. There are two regions. The region which is not affected and the region which is affected because of viscosity. The region which is not affected and the region which is affected because of viscosity. You know viscosity means what? Viscosity means resistance to the flow. So here you will find inviscid flow. Inviscid flow means region of flow on both sides away from surface, which is unaffected. Unaffected means there is no effect. Unaffected by presence of plate. Plate means this body. The region, this region is not getting affected. Where the region is affected, there the flow is, or these lines are going away. These lines are going away. Where the lines are going away, this region is affected. That is because of what? Viscosity. So here flow in which frictional effects are significant, important, that is called as viscous flow. The flow in which, due to viscosity is what? Resistance to the flow. Because of resistance their friction take place in the flow lines or fluid flow layers. So the flow in which frictional effect is a significant, that is called as viscous flow, and the layers which are not having any kind of effect, that is called as inviscid flow. So normally inviscid flow where occurs, that is shown here. Okay. So this was about the viscous flow versus inviscid flow in this diagram. Next type is internal versus external. Internal means inside the pipe you can take internal. Flow in a pipe, that is called as internal flow. Suppose this is a pipe, okay, this is the velocity distribution. Normally in a pipe, because of viscosity, fluid particles at the surface are having zero velocity. We have seen this already. As the layer distance from the surface increases toward the center, velocity increases. So we find u max, maximum velocity at the center. Okay. So in this case, this happens because of what? Viscosity. This happens because of viscosity. Again, because of viscosity, we find here again two types. We have seen laminar flow. This is a laminar flow in which the layers are parallel to each other. Flow is flowing in the form of layers which are not crossing to each other. That is what? Laminar flow. So being as an internal flow, the flow is laminar. Why? Because these flows are dominated by dominance. Dominance means effect, dominated by viscosity. Okay, so here I will give here Reynolds number. Normally we will see this in the experiment. Okay, Reynolds number is a non-dimensional number. Okay, if it is less than 2100 Reynolds number, then that flow is not crossing. That flow is flowing in the form of parallel layers. That is what? Laminar. And the case when the Reynolds number is greater than 4000, in that case the flow is getting mixed. Then in that case the flow is called as turbulent flow. Okay, turbulent flow. Now most of the flows, internal flow, these are occurs in engine, compressors, pumps, engines, compressors, pumps, centrifugal pump, turbine. These all are the hydraulic and turbo machines. Okay, these all are what? Thermodynamic systems. Thermodynamic, because here thermodynamics is used. These are all thermodynamic systems. This is what about internal flow. Okay, external flow. Here I will show about external flow. External flow, you can take example of canal or flow through channel. That is called as external flow, open to the air. Flow of unbounded flow over a surface such as plate or weir. Plate or weir. Okay. In this case, there are again some cases occurs. Actually, this again in detail we will see in 5th unit. Okay, internal and external flow. This is a y direction and this is the x direction. This flow is a two-dimensional flow also, because while flowing here will be 3 regions. Okay, this is the layer. This is called as boundary layer. Okay, boundary layer. Here boundary layer, what it gives, that it is the layer above which fluid is flowing with full velocity, and below the boundary layer velocity of the fluid is getting reduced. Below the layer velocity is getting reduced because of viscous. Means inside this boundary layer there is a viscous effect. The flow is affected by the viscosity. Outside this layer flow is not affected. Viscosity effect is vanished. That is outside the boundary. Okay. So here in this case we say these are the 3 regions. Here the flow is laminar, here the flow is in a transition, and here the flow is turbulent. In this way classification we have flow over the flat plate. But in case of this external flow, the condition criteria is different. See, for the internal flow, Reynolds number criteria non-dimensional is the 2100 less than for laminar. But for external flow, the laminar flow up to the Reynolds number up to 10 raised to 5, up to 10 raised to 5, 1 lakh, 10 raised to 5, that is laminar. Okay, from 10 raised to 5 to 3 into 10 raised to 6 means 3 million. Reynolds number 3 million. Up to this flow is in a transition, and above 3 million number flow is what? Turbulent. So these are the values, criteria values for the external flow. 1 lakh for laminar, 1 lakh to 3 million for transition, above 3 million turbulent. So you can write here Reynolds number less than 10 raised to 5. 10 raised to 5 between 3 million Reynolds number, that is a turbulent, transition. And greater than, Reynolds number greater than 3 million, that is turbulent. In this case x is written at the base. Rex means Reynolds number along x direction only. Reynolds number is calculated along x direction. That is why here x is written, Rex. Okay. So in this way all the types are covered in the types of flow. We started with in the first part of the session, that is wash steady and steady flow, uniform, non-uniform flow. Then third was, yes, can you mention somebody from your notebook? Third type. Yes, laminar versus turbulent. In detail also we have seen here, laminar versus turbulent. Compressible, incompressible. Okay, one dimensional, two dimensional, three dimensional. Today we have seen rotational versus irrotational, and this internal and external flow, also viscous and inviscid flow. So all these types of flows, around 8 classifications we have seen under the title of types of flow.
So at the end of this session, you can explain one dimensional, two dimensional and three dimensional flow, also rotational and irrotational flow, viscous and inviscid flow, and you can also explain internal and external flow. Subscribe the channel for further video sessions. Thank you.